Salutations! Another episode of Reckingball Reviews. And here is what I'm reviewing today. Alright, Heroes. Television's best show since like forever. Last week in the episode Tabula Rasa, episode 6, I found a boring downward fall. The episode Tabula Rasa sucked. I didn't like it. It was boring and sucked. But this episode, episode number 7, Strange Attractors, so much better. Yeah, I know. Eventually, even Heroes messes up and has to throw a little bit of filler in. Last episode, wasn't much. This episode, oh my god. Alright, for a little while ago, Matt's been dropped off the radar. They kind of progressed other characters' stories and held back on Matt's a little bit. Alright, another part of his has been revealed. An amazing part. Okay, so Matt tells his wife Janet about Sylar being in his head after Sylar takes over and bangs Janet. Yeah, that's right. Sylar takes over, bangs her, and she liked it more than Sylar more than Matt in bed when she wasn't aware it was Sylar. Right. Okay. So Matt was, of course, getting fed up, pissed off, and, you know, he told Janet, while looking like a total retard psychopath, to go away and not tell him where she was going so he could deal with Sylar. So Matt thought that by drinking alcohol he could negate Sylar, because, you know, they were having one of their intense confrontation scenes, and Matt took a sip of his beer, and Sylar, like, grimaced, and then Matt was like, "Beer hurts you," so he gets himself piss drunk. Sylar, like, vanishes, and then Matt's wife comes back with one of his cop friends, and Matt collapses on the floor, and when he wakes up, it's not Matt. It's fucking Sylar. Again. Fucking again. I'm loving these Sylar Matt twists. Like that one in a while back when Sylar fooled Matt into thinking there was a dead girl underneath the stairs. Yeah, I know. Shit like that. It's really showing a side of Sylar that, like, his cunning and his cleverness, aside from his ability to rip people's skulls off, I like it. Okay, moving on to Noah and that Jeremy kid's story, which I'm surprised actually lasted an extra episode. So the cops have busted Jeremy. You know, he's the kid who can heal people, but he can also kill them by touching. He can take life and he can give it. Yeah, that's the guy. Last episode. I didn't like him. I thought his acting was terrible. He redeemed himself in this episode. Redemption. Volume 5 of Heroes. Yeah, that's right. Redeemed himself. Okay. So the cops are like, yeah, you killed your parents. You just must have. Like, you're a total loner weirdo. You write, like, you listen to emo music, write suicide, poetry. Yeah, you're a fucking psychopath. We're gonna hold you. So Noah called in Tracy Strauss. Yeah, like, he picked up the phone and he's like, "Hey, it's me. I need your help with something." And I thought, oh yeah, Haitian's gonna come in and wipe some memories. Nope, it was Tracy. So Jeremy has an Aunt Tracy. Different lady, but, you know, Tracy could pretend to be the aunt and get Jeremy out, like, just sign him out and everything. So, you know, they get him out there after a little while, and there's a mob gathered outside the police station, and, you know, they're, like, thinking Jeremy's a freak, total weirdo psychopath or whatever, and, you know, they start swarming him, and the cops beat them back. One guy makes it through and goes up and, like, threatens Jeremy, and, you know, like, says he's a murderer, killed his parents, and Jeremy fucking kills him. You know, touches him and kills him. And Noah's like, "No! Jeremy! You can heal him! You can heal him!" And Jeremy's like, "No." And he goes, leaves the guy to die, goes back in the cop station, and then, like, the deputy of the cops, him and a buddy fucking take Jeremy out back afterwards. They tie a chain to the back of their truck and wrap it around his ankles. fuck. And, you know, Jeremy has the chance to kill the guy, but he doesn't. Like, I really like that. I wasn't expecting them to actually make Jeremy sympathetic. Regardless, I fucking love that. Obviously, Jeremy died, and Tracy and Noah were like, oh my god. And Tracy's like to Noah, you said it would be simple. Don't ever call me again. Fucking loved it. And Claire and Gretchen. Okay, that evil Rebecca invisible bitch, you know, the black girl who can turn invisible, she's the one that killed Claire's annoying roommate, which I do not disagree on. I would kill that bitch as well. And she's been doing all that bad stuff to try and isolate Claire for Samuel. Besides that, okay, so she, underneath the cover of an innocent little sorority activity, gets Claire, Gretchen, and these two other really annoying chicks in one of those big factories where they process cattle into beef. Anyways, so there's, you know, a whole bunch of rusting meat implements lying around, and Rebecca's invisible. You can guess what happens. She tries to kill Gretchen a couple times, and Claire, like, figures out and hits her with a piece of wood after, you know, like the third or fourth time of Gretchen almost getting killed. And, you know, Rebecca falls back, turns visible. Only the two other chicks see Gretchen turn visible, and they also see Claire get stabbed, like, with a piece of metal all the way through her chest. In between her boobs. And they're like, oh my god, oh my god! And they see Rebecca turn invisible again, and they actually see Claire regenerate when Gretchen pulls her, the metal thing, like the metal thing's on a wall, and Gretchen pulls her off of it. I wasn't expecting that. I thought those were just some bit parts, stupid bitches. They wouldn't make another appearance, but it looks like this season they're actually making some bit parts last a little bit, like they did with that Jeremy kid. Nice. And what I liked was Claire and Gretchen. They're kind of, you know, awkward because they kissed 2 episodes ago in Acceptance. They kissed, and now they are, like, you know, edging around it, pussyfooting around the real issue here, and Gretchen, you know, asks Claire if she if she likes her as much as Gretchen likes her in that regard, like girl liking girl, and Claire says, I don't know. And Gretchen's like, what does that mean? Well, it means I don't know. I love that. I absolutely love it. Okay, I really, really like that Claire hasn't rejected this whole lesbian thing from the start, and there's actually a really good chance of a lesbian relationship being, like, explored in this season. I really hope Gretchen doesn't get killed off at the end, or that her and Claire don't get driven apart. They are really, really good together, and that's not just the guy who wants to see some hot lesbian action here. I actually think that Madeline Zima and Hayden Panettiere have some on-scene chemistry. This has been Reckingball Reviews. My name is Ben Smith. Keep it real. See you later.